Welcome back to the Sick and Successful podcast. I am so happy to be here today. I hope you're happy to be here today. I hope you're watching on YouTube. I can't believe how far along we are. I know I say that so often, but I literally believe it. It blows my mind that we're here. I planned on doing this at the beginning of January to be consistent because y'all know I planned to do YouTube for a long time now, but we're actually doing it and it's so cool and it's literally all thanks to my team. Thank you so much, Alexa and Anastasia, for making this happen. Okay, anyways, so today this is just a quick episode because I wanted to talk to you guys about brain dumping. I know, I wish there was a better way to say that. Why does it have to have the word dumping? It just doesn't sound the greatest. But brain dumping as a sick and successful entrepreneur. I'm sitting here today, if you're watching on the podcast, in my chronically unbreakable shirt. I honestly don't even know if this company exists anymore. It did when I first started influencing on Instagram, sharing my chronic illness story a long time ago. But maybe check it out if it's still available. I'll try to link it in the show notes and in the video notes. But it made me think about tips and hacks on how I function as someone with chronic illness as well as an entrepreneur. So I have a full episode about this. You guys can check that one out. I'll make sure to link it down below. I believe that's episode I'm not even going to pretend I know. I'll link it in the show notes below, but I have a whole episode about structuring my day as a chronic illness. It was 2 episodes ago, I believe. But this is a quick tip that I think would help really anyone who wants to become a successful entrepreneur. And that is brain dumping. So I know a lot of people talk about this, and I'm sure you've heard of the word brain dumping. I'm sure you've heard of brainstorming, right? And it's like this concept that you should do, but when you get into the day-to-day, when you get into the minutia of every single day, it's something that doesn't happen often. So a tip that I have for you is go on Amazon and get whiteboard stickers. They are literally game-changing. It's a sticker that you can put anywhere on your wall. I had them at one point on my closet doors. You can put them all throughout your office. You can make a whole wall full of it. I had them on top of my desk for a while, and it's exactly that. It's a whiteboard, but it's a sticker that you can put anywhere. And then what I do at the beginning of every month or so, I take that sticker and I put my entire to-do list down on it with a whiteboard marker. My entire to-do list, every little thing in my head, from business meetings, from deliverables for clients, to picking up, things for my daughter from the grocery store, to things I got to do around the house, to bills I got to pay, to renovations that I want to get done. Everything that's up here in my brain that takes up so much valuable space, I get it down on my whiteboard. And throughout the month, I actually am a kind of to-do list person. So I try every single day to write a to-do list. I have to-do lists on my list. I have to-do lists on my phone. They're everywhere. And I really kind of forget about that whiteboard, to be honest. But then at the end of the month, or around that time, I don't actually schedule this out. I do it when I have a little bit of a lull in my calendar, but I'll go through that whiteboard, and I keep looking to the left if you're watching on YouTube because it's right there in front of me. And I go through it, and not the calendar, but I go through the whiteboard and I erase everything I had done. And a lot of things stay. And those things that stay, they move up to the top. And it's a constant reminder that still needs to get done. And it's like, I'm able to take it out of my brain and put it on that whiteboard. And so it doesn't take up all of this valuable space. And as someone with a chronic illness who does struggle with brain fog and extreme fatigue, either from the medications or just from my disease in general, it's so important for me to not have to remember all these things. When I was younger and I was in university, it was so easy to just have a running to-do list up here. But as time went on, maybe as medications went on, as I grew up and as I became a mother and a wife and a blah, 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 that list just becomes such a nuisance when it's like, oh yeah, don't forget you got to do this. Don't forget you got to pay that bill. Don't forget you got to send the water meter in. Don't forget you got to whatever. It just never stops, right? As a woman and someone's brain's just constantly going, I do this brainstorming thing whenever I'm getting to that point of overwhelm that just feels like my body is going to explode. I feel like, there's just so sorry if you're listening to the podcast, but there's so many things I got to do. If I don't have that whiteboard available, I just open up my phone app. And everything that's in there, I just put it all on there. I recently actually was looking for a text in my messages with my husband, and I searched some word and it brought up a list when I was like 3 weeks postpartum. I sent him this, like, it literally, you guys, it was like a 50 bullet point list of all of the things that were stressing me out that we had to get done. And I was like, this is why I'm so anxious. And he's like, holy crap. And so that is how my brain constantly is. And I bet you yours is as well. And the difference it makes by putting it on a whiteboard that is there, that you can see with your peripherals, it takes this load of stress off your shoulders that you don't always have to constantly remember. And over time, I figured out ways that my brain works the best, that I have like different lists for different things. Like I mentioned, the whiteboard is my brain dump. Everything goes on there and it slowly gets erased. My phone is my like middle to-do list. So that's the one that I update more often. And then my notebook, which I literally have here in front of me, my notebook is my scribbled to-do list. Like at the beginning of the day, okay, here are the things that I need to get done. If you're watching the YouTube channel, I can literally show you, here is my scribbles from today. Like these are the things I need to get done, literal doodles, because that is how my brain works as I'm doing meetings. And I have that pen and paper so it can get out of here. The more that you're trying to remember, the more that you're putting on yourself to remember, the less you're actually going to remember and the more stressed you're going to be. So use that brain dump tool. Brainstorming is another beautiful tool if you are an entrepreneur or if you're a creative person, but you're juggling all these things in your life. Because by brainstorming, I have it on the other side of my page, which is hilarious. Brainstorming podcast ideas, brainstorming content ideas, brainstorming program ideas, coaching ideas, whatever it is, take that pen and paper out. Take a whiteboard. The whiteboard stickers are gold, I swear. We'll put them in the show notes below and I'll put them in the video notes below as well. But they are gold. They are gold. And using that throughout your career is honestly going to make a world of a difference. When I stop implementing these to-do lists, the three, the whiteboard, the phone, and the paper, I notice my productivity goes down like 100%. Okay, maybe not 100%. Don't ever quote me when it comes to numbers because I am not good at them. But my productivity goes down a lot. So I hope that tip was useful for you. If you use it, please let me know. Comment in the comments below on YouTube. Send me a message on Instagram @forthesuccess or @SNScreative. I want to hear from you. It's been a while. I've been showing up here and showing my face to you every week. So let me know if you're watching this. Please leave a comment in the YouTube channel. Like, you guys, if you want me to stay consistent here, if you enjoy watching these, I need to know, okay? I need to know. So I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please, 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 please be kind to everyone around you and do what makes you passionate. Remember, dream big, it's possible for you, and the next version of success is around the corner. Mwah!